Hey guys, I am back and I thought I would share with you guys a little bit about what I've bought recently from like actual stores, not thrift stores. You can't thrift everything, although I would like to. But yeah, there are those certain kind of staple pieces that I hunt for every fall, especially fall. That's like my favorite um, time of year to shop. And this year I was just really trying to focus on some basics that I thought could get me through the fall and winter. That will be pieces that I can layer with, multiple different looks and different outfits. So yeah, I thought I would share them with you guys, and just so you know, everything that I think everything that I have here is available also online, and I'm gonna link everything in the description below. There will be links to all of these things so you guys can find them easily. I'll start out actually with this blouse. I just got this from J.C. Penney actually. They have their Joe Fresh line, which is really cute. It was like surprisingly cute. But I love this. I'm always looking for secretary blouses, like when I'm thrifting, because they're such a throwback. I mean, we saw these a lot in the 80s and then in the 60s, and so you can find them in thrift stores. But the issue I end up having sometimes with them is that the sleeves are kind of weirdly short or like billowy, or they're kind of wide. So this one is like more of a modern, fit. And it still has the bow here. And I love the leopard print. I feel like, I don't know, every fall it comes around and I like fall in love with leopard print all over again, because it's such a fun neutral. I mean, it really is a neutral. You can mix it with pretty much any color, and I love it mixed with other patterns too. So this is nice because it's thin, and so with the layering, it works really great, and then it just gives interesting detail up around the neck. But then I can also picture wearing this with like, like a higher waisted skirt or tucked into high waisted jeans. So yeah, I mean, a lot of people ask me about my layering and how I do that and not like either sweat to death or, like feel too bulky. And really, it's just this bottom layer has to be really thin, and that's what will make it, wearable and yeah, and kind of doable. So anyways, this, and it's actually on sale right now. I paid full price for it because I just loved it so much, and I was afraid it was going to be one of those pieces that would just like go immediately. So I think it's on sale for under $30 right now. And if you go on JCPenney, like on their website, you can get a 20% off um, coupon. I think that you can use online or in the store. So there you go. You will pay less than I did. But so moving on, I posted about this, but I wanted to just kind of talk about it too. I just got my first pair of Madewell jeans, and I'm just like in love with them. I seriously cannot say enough wonderful things about their jeans. I don't know what's taken me so long. Probably just because we just had a store open here in Salt Lake City. And when I moved here from Chicago 2 years ago, a store was just opening in Chicago. So, I mean, I'd only ever been into a store once out in California. And so it's, obviously kind of risky to buy something online that you haven't tried on. But I would really highly recommend either going into a store or ordering them. They run pretty true to size. They don't stretch out. Yeah, they're really comfortable. The other thing I love about their jeans is that they're all like mid-rise or higher. There's no low-rise jeans. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm just over the low-rise. Like, who needs to be wearing low-rise jeans? Nobody needs to be wearing low-rise jeans. So I get annoyed with them. And since starting to wear more mid-rise to high-waisted, I find I can't even handle any jeans that come below like my hip bones. I'm just like, I don't want to be tugging on my jeans all day, especially as a mom and like squatting down and picking up kids and things like that. You just don't want to have, that going on. So I went with the skinny, just in their dark. I don't know. It's just their like dark wash because I mean, they're $120 jeans. So believe me, I am not one to pay that amount of money on jeans. And in fact, I don't even know if I would have bought these except that I went to the store opening and they were giving out gift cards and I got a $100 gift card. So I'm like, oh, I'll try it. But now I am totally hooked and I will be saving my money every year to buy new ones because they're really that great. So these hit me just right at the ankle. They also offer free alterations, so that's pretty amazing. It's just a good investment, I think. And I'm just starting to realize like I just can't cheap out on my jeans anymore. Like I just am not. I don't want to deal with having to wash them each time I wear them because they stretch out or they wear a hole in the knee. Like after a couple times wearing them out or, like whatever, like cheap jeans are cheap jeans. So anyways, so those I just got, which I'm pretty excited about. I also posted about these recently and they are, some really fun, they're called like skinny joggers, from Target. They're Massimo. They're just super soft. I actually got these when I was on my road trip back east. I just needed something. It was going to be really cold in Yosemite the day that we went, and I just needed something. So we were in Target, and I grabbed these without even really trying them on or thinking much about them. And then I like put them on the next day and was like, I love these. They're so great. It's a really great fit. I love the marbling effect. I feel like it's a neutral again, but it kind of gives it an interesting pattern. And the bottoms are kind of wider, but yet stretchy. I don't like the ones that just have the elastic at the bottom that aren't like a wide cuff because I feel like those are a little bit harder to pull off to look dressy. Because I think these you can wear, like I think I wore them this past weekend and I had them on with my Converse, but you could also wear these with heels and a blazer, which would be great. Or, a fun like oversized sweater. I mean, yeah, and tennis shoes or whatever. I just love the versatility and just the comfort. I'm really happy that kind of comfy glam isn't going anywhere because it just makes me happy. I love dressing up, but I like to feel when I am dressing down and wanting to just really be comfortable, I want to also feel like cute and a little dressed up. Okay, so another thing I just recently bought are these cutoffs from Forever 21. I was in Chicago and kind of was looking for fall things and came across these and I was like, well, I mean, like, do I really need cutoffs? I have a pair that are okay, except that I bought them when I was pregnant. And so they're just a little bit too big. And I don't mind kind of the more boyfriend look, but these were only $20. I mean, they're like $19.95 or something. So I tried them on and I love them. Again, they are like a mid-rise, like they're not low. They don't have like a ton of stretch to them, which I kind of like. And then the distressing is just like perfect down the front, I think. And I like that they're longer of an inseam. Like, I don't know, the cutoffs this year were just a little out of control. It was almost impossible to find some that were not ridiculously short. So I tried making my own, which worked okay, but these, I mean, for $20, you just cannot go wrong. And I ultimately decided to get them because even though we're moving into fall, I mean, reality is it's going to be hot here until like through October. So it's nice to have these, but I also love layering these with a sweater or a button down and a fun jacket or with a scarf. I mean, it just kind of makes it, when it is a little bit warmer, it makes you able to kind of wear some of your fall pieces, but then mixing them with the summer things to kind of make it bearable that you're not going to sweat to death. So thinking of these kind of like as jeans or like distressed jeans, and like what would you pair with those through the fall, and then just put them with shorts instead. That's kind of something I end up doing when I'm just too anxious to wait for the weather to cool down. So another thing I got recently from Forever 21 are their high-waisted black jeans. I found these like a month ago, but I did see that they're still like available on their website, and they have them in the like the dark denim too. Although I did not try those on, so I can't really speak to that exactly. But these, even though they're cheap, I mean they're like $17.90, I think. They really do the trick. Like they're great. They have like a nice kind of like thick. They're thick, but they're stretchy, which I love, especially for the high waisted and black. Like you want it to like really fit you well. And they are a good material that's not going to like collect a bunch of lint. I don't know. That's my biggest pet peeve with anything black. Like if it's that kind of fabric that just kind of catches everything and anything in sight, it's super annoying. So these are pretty long too. So for those of you who are tall, like you should have plenty of length, because I'm 5'9", and I actually found these to be a little bit too long. And a little trick I do with my jeans, it's a little bit, I don't know if I want to admit this or not, but I will. When things are too long, I don't always get them hemmed, either because I don't have time or I don't want to spend the money, or I don't want to like make those pants that specific length. I want to be able to play with the length. And so with the great thing about skinny jeans is that I just take them, so this is the end, I just take them where I want them to be and I tuck them under. And because of the fit being tight, it will stay. And then with these, I mean, I don't do this on like lighter colored pants or whatever, because you would be able to tell. But like these dark, you know, like dark jeans or black jeans, you really can't tell unless someone's down like inspecting your hem. They're not going to be able to tell that this is not really a finished hem. So I don't know. I mean, it's something I do a lot, just because, I don't know, maybe I'm just too cheap to go get them fixed. But again, like I said, I like them cropped sometimes, and then sometimes I don't. So this kind of like saves me from having to buy 2 pairs of pants that are the same, if that makes sense. So anyways, so that's just a little trick I like to use, because I find that proportion is everything. And so if you're looking at an outfit and you feel like something's wrong with it, it's usually has to do with proportion. Either you need to roll your sleeves because you need to show more skin, or you need to, like, your pants need to be up a little bit higher, you know, again, to show a little bit of ankle, or you need some, like a lower cut, something that's showing, again, like you need to have that balance of skin. If you're completely covered up, it doesn't usually look well, especially doesn't translate in a photograph, I find. So if you ever notice, I always have my blazer sleeves or my button down sleeves rolled up. I don't know, and it might just be a proportion thing because of my body, and I have long arms and long legs, and if I cover them completely, it just is too much. It tends to be too much fabric, or I just feel like it makes me look a little bit too boyish, if that makes sense. It just brings a little bit of femininity to show your wrists, to show your ankles, and to show a little bit of your neck. Anyways, so moving on. So these I actually got in the summer, but I just figured I would talk about them anyways because I love them. If you haven't noticed, I wear them all the time. So they're Ladas from Stockholm. They're this adorable like clog company, and I came across them from a friend of mine who posted about them, and I was so happy because when I did my Redbook shoot, I was actually wearing some gold clogs that I like fell in love with. I just seriously thought I might steal them. No, I mean, they were just so great. But when I looked them up online, they're they're Has-Beens, and which is another clog company, in case you didn't know. But they're just so expensive. I mean, they're like, I think the ones I had on were like $250, and I just was like, yeah, no, like I just will not spend that much money on a pair of shoes. I would maybe spend that much on boots because that's a lot more leather and I understand it, but like on just a pair of shoes, I can't do it. So I found out about these, and these are like under $100, which is amazing because the leather is like butter. I mean, it is so soft. I put these on and did not have to break them in at all. And the has-beens are intense. I mean, you kind of have to like bleed your way through like breaking in a pair of those. From what I've heard and from the ones I've tried on, I just was shocked at how stiff the leather was. Now, I'm sure they break in beautifully and are wonderful and last forever, but I don't know. That was a little intense for me for how much I would be paying for them. So these are just so soft, super comfortable. I love the heel height. This is the Highwood. They also come like in a lower kind of like everyday clog. I liked this height because it makes me feel like I'm kind of dressing up a little bit, but yet they're seriously like so comfy throughout the day. So I have them in these, and then I also have the peep toe in red, which is really fun. Yeah, I see myself probably wearing these a lot more in this like come spring. But especially with like wide leg jeans or the flares, like these are such fun shoes for that. And then and even with skirts and different things like that, I just have, yeah, I'm totally sold. And I know clogs have been around forever, and I actually never wore them in the 90s. So yeah, I guess I'm a new convert, but I am loving those. And then let's see. I also was just going to share with you guys like two of my fall lipsticks that I wear the most. I mean, I'm again like pretty simple. I just like my red lipstick, and then I like to have a good kind of like pink, nudish pink, I guess. So the red stain that I use, I couldn't find it. So, but I'll link it down below. But it's Stila. Um, their stains are really great because they're matte, so they go on, and then yeah, they seriously last all day. So that's the red I use if I'm going to be wearing it and I want it to be on all day long. That's the one I use. But then and I mean, I think that one's about 30, like $25 maybe, like $20 to $30, which is totally worth it. It lasts a really long time. But for everyday, or like just if you want a recommendation, like something you can get at Target or like the drugstore, the Maybelline, I think these are like the Color Sensational line. This is okay. So it's 625, and then it's RU Red D, like DY. So, or red eye, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, I love this one. It really is like the exact same color as the Stila one, which is Beso. I don't know if I said that. That's the color of red that I use in the Stila stains. This is the exact same color, but it's just like a lipstick. So it won't stay on all day, but sometimes you don't want it to, like, I don't know. The stains are pretty intense. And I also like to have these on hand for mixing. I like to mix, I'll have like a couple different, like maybe 3 different colors that I like, and then I kind of mix them to get my own kind of unique color, if that makes sense. So, again, these are at Target, and I think they're like $7, like $7 or $8 maybe at the most. So this is a pink stain that I recently got from Sephora. It's their Petal Luster. So this is also just like the Stila. It's a gloss that goes on, but then dries matte, and it's a stain. Like it stays on really long time. But it's kind of more of a mauvey pink. So if you're looking for something closer to nudish pink, I would really recommend these. And I mean, I think this one's like $16 or less. I should have probably looked up the prices exactly before I started this, but whatever. It's linked below if you guys want. I also have this in their coral, which I like too, but coral I usually just wear in the spring. And then last, I just thought I would share with you guys the perfume that I wear. I'm really sensitive to my perfumes. Like, I can't wear strong smelling stuff, and I kind of like to stick to one scent at a time. So this is Michael Kors, just the basic. I've been wearing this for years. I love it. It kind of smells like I don't know, like gardenias, I guess. I'm not a super florally person, but there's certain floral scents that I like. And I think they tend, like the scents I tend to like are more kind of musky and not like citrusy or too overpowering as far as like flower scents. So I would recommend it if you are sensitive to smells. It's just really light and really pretty. Again, I got this at Sephora, but it's a good investment. Like every once in a while, I'm just kind of like, okay, I need to like buy a perfume before I completely run out of this one. And then like I like to have kind of buy a new one every year so that I can have a few at a time. But again, I always end up wearing the same one for quite a while. I kind of go through my phases. Maybe it's just like seasons or whatever. But fall always makes me think of Michael Kors. So yeah, so that is it. That was kind of long. So thanks for sticking around. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and I'd love to do a thrift haul one of these times. So just to show you guys, and maybe I'll just do like a few of the things I've found recently that I'm excited about. That might be fun. So thanks again for your guys' support. I am loving this, and I love to hear from you guys. Even if I don't always respond, I'm sorry. It gets a little bit overwhelming sometimes, but I do read every comment, and I love how positive you guys are and how encouraging you are. It really means a lot to me. So thanks so much, and I'll see you guys soon.